Alright, number 3, this is another one that we're going to find out the zeros. It says counting multiplicity. So what we're going to do, we're going to start out graphing it. Okay, so I'm going back to my calculator, go zoom, and we're going to do 6 to change it back, because when I zoom in it changes the view. So I'm going back, and now I'm going to go to y equal. I'm going to clear out the one that I previously graphed, and now I'm going to graph this new one. So we're going to do x raised to the third minus 13x squared plus 57x, and then minus 85. Okay, so we're going to graph it, see if we see any of the zeros within 10. Okay, so you see how this one does this little curvy thing and then goes up. This is also indicating a number that may be used more than once. So this is in the first couple problems how it said when it flattens out. This is kind of where it's slowing down, flattening out, and then going back up. So this number, whatever it is, looks like positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to try 5, and we'll try it. We'll just do it once, and then we'll have a quadratic where we can factor the rest of it. Okay. So we're going to do that positive 5 number one time. All right. So 5 is my box number. That's what I'm thinking my zero is. I'm going to list the coefficients: 1, negative 13, 57, and negative 85. Bring down the first term. Multiply, we get 5. Subtract, we get negative 8. Multiply, we get negative 40. Subtract, we get 17. And then multiply 5 times 7 is 35. Carry your 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So we get 85, and that gives us 0. Okay, so 5 is one of our zeros. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type that in to my little box over here. 5 is 1. Now 5 may work again, not sure, but we're going to just factor it. So we started out with x to the third, and when you divide out 1, now we're dealing with x to the second power. So this is 1x squared minus 8x, and since this is positive, plus 17. And we're going to try to factor this. So numbers that multiply to give you 17 are just 1 and 17 is prime, and they won't add to give you 8. So this will not factor. We're going to have to do quadratic formula. So we're going to do negative b, so negative 8. Let's write the formula out first. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. Okay, so b is negative 8. When we plug it here, we'll get a positive 8 plus or minus b squared, so negative 8 squared will give us a 64, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 17, all divided by 2a. Okay, so I'm going to compute this. Essentially, I'm going to kind of round and do 4 times 20, which will give me 80. And then since I'm missing 3 off each, 4 times 3 is 12, so 80, take away 12, will give us 68. Okay, so all of this is 68. So when we simplify, we get 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus 68. Okay, all divided by 2. I don't know why I put an a down here. 2 times 1. All divided by 2. Alright, so now we have 8 plus or minus the square root of -4, all divided by 2. And then the square root of -4 is 2i. So we get, I'm going over here now, we get 8 plus or minus 2i divided by 2. And both these numbers are divisible by 2, so we will do that, and we will get 4 plus or minus I. So our final answer is 4 plus I and 4 minus I. Those are our two other zeros. So 4 plus I, and then 4 minus I.